G'day, it's Alex at One Absolute Good, and today I'm going to share Lillian DeWaters' True Understanding, Lesson 2, Your Power and Glory. When one has the actual knowledge of himself, that is, when he knows his life and being to be God, the one and only selfhood, and this self to be one and indivisible, impossible of separation into multiple personalities, then he is ready to learn how to live in this world amidst what seems to be trials and tribulations, and walk undismayed, free, and immune. Remember this: of his personal efforts, no one here on this earth can think himself into the kingdom of heaven, redeem himself from what seems the necessity to make demonstrations, nor rise above the false assumption that he is imperfect, insecure, and incomplete. Not until one discards everything that has to do with personal efforts, personal getting, going, doing, or demonstrating, in fact, everything that has to do with becoming, shall he be able to understand with Jesus, I am, I have, it is done, all power is given unto me. Many still need to see that there is no such thing as personality, nor ever can be. Nor can one be or ever become an individualized God. Furthermore, one needs to see that he is never limited by time, person, place, or thing. Let one turn absolutely and completely away from all belief that he is other than the perfect life now, that he is other than the one immaculate body now, other than the one all-knowing, all-existing, all-supplying mind now. If one finds himself unable to fulfill this divine requirement, then of necessity he needs to be born again. Just how can this be accomplished? Only through the Immaculate Conception. For instance, do you still make a note of a certain day and place where you were born into this world of human parents? That two human beings gave you life and you are a product of humanity? All such false assumption must be laid aside, for unless this is done, you are bound to continue to consider yourself a human being, under the laws of human birth, age, and death. Now Jesus' life presented the Immaculate Conception, and each must follow him, and each must eventually conceive himself spiritually, immaculately, that is, conceive himself to be spirit, never having been born, never having had existence apart from spirit, immaculate, timeless, unconditioned, self-luminous, and self-complete. You must be born of the Spirit before you can actually see and claim yourself to be Spirit. Without this rebirth, or letting go of the false human concept to accept the real and the true, you will unwittingly be attempting to poultice the Immaculate Conception over the human and material, and such attempts to gain the light of truth will prove inconsistent and futile. See and think only from the standpoint that spirit is our only substance and identity. Never had we had another. The one immaculate body is ours here and now. The perfect universe of spirit is within us, before us, and about us. Verily, what has been called a material world shall be known to be the city of God. One's body, which has appeared to be physical and material, shall be found to be immaculate, free from spot or blemish, the very activity of perfect life itself. There is nothing but spirit. Our whole mind, body, world of affairs are spirit. Supply, income, and abundance are spirit. Happiness, companionship, joy, peace are spirit. Through the Immaculate Conception, we see the whole body to be spirit, its actions and functions to be spirit. Spirit is ever triumphant in insight, awareness, action, power, and glory. Every second, God, our true mind, is transmitting to us an experience which is beautiful, glorious, pure, good, wholesome, and complete, potent, invincible, supreme. Nevertheless, we are not only to identify ourselves with God as our very self, But we are also commanded to know that there is none else. Right here is where the difficulty seems to be, and where one begins the deplorable practice to make a demonstration over what appears to be grief, loss, sickness, suffering, or limitation of any kind, even though considering them only false beliefs. What must be seen is this: there is no evil in a false belief. Since false belief cannot originate in God, then it cannot be at all. Thus it cannot be associated in any way with inharmony or imperfection of any kind. If a belief is of God, it cannot create evil or any kind. And if it is not of God, it cannot create evil of any kind. It cannot be, nor continue to seem to be. Surely there is no imperfection in God, nor can there be any imperfection outside of God, since the great eternal fact is that God is all, and besides him there is none else. Can you see that a belief cannot harm you if it comes from the one mind? And furthermore, that a belief cannot harm you if it assumes to come from something other than the one mind? Therefore, if false belief cannot proceed from God, and God is the all and the only of being, then there remains no origin, no cause, no source or means of existence for false belief of any kind. Is this not so? Certainly, within God's world, there is no place for evil whatsoever. And what is of more importance to see is that there is no space or place for evil outside of God's world. Plainly, then, there is no place for evil either in truth or in falsity. A false belief cannot affect the truth, the true mind, true world, or true body, nor can it have existence in or of itself outside the infinite, since it is absolutely certain that there is and can be no outside to infinity. Since what is called grief, sorrow, or suffering of any kind cannot come from God, nor from anything outside of God, they cannot be, nor can they continue to seem to be. The one mind said that a fountain cannot send forth both bitter water and sweet, and pronounced all things good and perfect. Furthermore, this one mind said, besides me there is none else. Thus we are compelled to see that what one needs to get rid of is belief in a false belief. This he does through divine reason, insight, and understanding. There is no delay, nor any belief of delay in your acceptance of this profound, potent, and powerful understanding, which shall make you free indeed, in your mind and in your body, and in your experience and affairs, in the ever-present now. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. Could Jesus attempt to destroy anything existing in the world of God? Could Jesus attempt to destroy anything existing outside the Word of God? Thus he came to fulfill the eternal word, that without him was not anything made that was made. The truth cannot change, nor be changed, and this truth means that your mind, your body, and your world are perfect, immaculate, free, flawless, and triumphant, even at this identical moment. All action, substance, power, cause, and effect come from the one perfect mind or consciousness, and from nowhere else. Never will you be redeemed or spiritualized by trying in any way to redeem or spiritualize yourself. What is your redemption? To release yourself from the idea that you are human, material, personal, and identify yourself with God, the one mind, one life, one body, one world. From this true and real position and viewpoint, you will be able to see and understand, 1, that which is, and 2, that which is not. Never accept the belief that the infinite has done all the thinking, but rather know that you are the infinite, and you are to do such thinking, which is based upon divine knowledge, insight, and understanding. It is the will of God, the grace and love of God, our own being, that we see and know how to be free, happy, and successful in this very world, and at this very time that we remain in this world, and be kept free from evil. The way is one of vision, awareness, and understanding that all truth is in me, and that there is no truth in him. That problems seem to appear, cease to be as important as that. From the gloom his brightness streameth. That is, the truth shall stand revealed and experienced, here and now, that no trouble of any kind can enter our mind, our body, our world, or our affairs, for the fact remains that there is no place for evil anywhere, either in falsity or in truth. Verily, each must be this understanding unto himself, not as an individual, but as the indivisible one. Never accept the notion that as you believe yourself to be well, prosperous, or happy, you will become so. There is no such thing as becoming. As a personality, you do not control yourself for good or bad. You are the self, and no other. And in you is the full and complete knowledge and experience of reality and truth, and nothing else. Real activity of thought is based upon truth, and is truth, even that which is now and eternally, never upon anything which one attempts to bring to pass, and moreover, upon the fact that there is no belief of lack or loss of any good in the totality of being. None will continue to attempt to make demonstrations after he discovers his power and glory, his changeless and eternal being, his immaculate body and world, free from matter, laws, false beliefs, illusions or delusions to hurt or to harm, in all my holy mountain. For the heart and soul and being is full of the knowledge of the glory of the self, as the waters cover the sea. Yea, we can then exclaim of our beloved, I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive for evermore. Alleluia, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our God.